Today we talking about, is there real freedom of speech? Do you believe that nowadays you could say whatever the hell you want to say without like repercussions?
I'm going to say whatever I want to say.
You think it's a problem though? Like if you do, like, are they like, is cancel culture once again like for real? I don't think it's for real.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's for real.
I don't think so.
I think you do whatever you want like nowadays. It's just, it's going to be highlighted because you got people who are going to not like it because, you know, there's so many people in the world that just don't like this, don't like that, don't like that. So it's highlighted because of social media.
Exactly.
So in 2 seconds, you could find out somebody don't like what you said and they could have a whole posse against you. But
right.
I really don't see people getting like canceled fully. I mean, the latest dude that got canceled was the guy Andrew Tate. I don't know exactly what he got canceled. Is his name Andrew Tate?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly what he got canceled for, but
he got.
But did he really get canceled? That's my question.
I think he did. I don't see anything on him no more.
He got banned off of like Instagram and all his platforms. He got banned.
What'd he do?
Like Donald Trump?
Yeah. He just talks like real like he's like a macho man. Like he talks like I guess he's very offensive in a way. He talks like how can I say? Like he like represents the masculine man.
But
you know?
what
what's that dude name that passed away?
Kevin Samuel.
He's like Kevin Samuels in a sense.
But what did he say? Like what was it? See if you can look it up.
Yeah.
Exactly what he said.
Andrew Tate, right?
Yeah. But yeah, I just I don't know. Like I have a way of thinking when it comes to I guess females or whatever the case is, but I think I should be entitled to have my opinion about that.
Right.
Yeah, because I've been thinking like that since I was 5 years old. Like I can remember it like it was yesterday, being on the playground. Like I like being in control and being the dominant person inside of a relationship. That's what I prefer. You understand? I don't see why I should be scared to say something like that.
You shouldn't. And I think that's the problem, is that because everybody's opinions are so loud nowadays because of social media, it's a problem. And if you stop expressing your opinions, I think that's when cancel culture will become real.
Yeah, so it's not real. It's not real. So we can say whatever we want to say. So let's get at it. Let's get at it.
It says the bans were put in place because of the campaign that touted Tate as being damaging to his primarily young audience. But I got to look up what they're talking about right there.
Oh, so we don't got to worry about that. Our audience is old. Our audience is old.
But how is it damaging? I get like that you have a lot of influence, and I think that's what it is nowadays with social media, is that you're able to influence people. Like even me and you, obviously, if you have a platform, you're able to influence your following.
I ain't influencing nobody because nobody's sharing. Ain't nobody doing nothing. It ain't working.
That doesn't mean that, they're not paying attention.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Come on.
And some people really don't have a mind of their own. So they're looking to others to create like a way of doing things.
Right. I noticed that. I call they like sheep kind of.
Right.
Yeah. I know some sheep, it's like.
I think a lot of people are.
And it's like every time I say something, because I guess I have a natural, like, I would say semi-misogynistic way about me, but it's genuine. You understand? If I'm ignorant about something, I'm like, oh, damn. All right, I'm ignorant. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? But I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah. Where was I going with that? I was saying something. What were you talking about?
How you influence people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, if I influence somebody, they're just going to be like, great. I think that's a great mindset to follow.
Is it your fault that they're influenced by you?
Well, yeah, I put it on social media, so somewhat. Me, it's my fault.
So you have a responsibility, basically.
Yeah, definitely. It's my fault.
So do you have freedom of speech?
Yeah. Me, it's easy because I'm not going to say anything that's out of bounds or immoral or anything like that. Or
how do you know nowadays, though, when everything seems to be a problem?
That's the thing. Like, I know inside here, so I'm going to go to say everything I want to say because I know it's okay.
You think it's okay, but the next person may not think it's okay.
And that's okay.
That is okay.
That's okay. That's it. Yo, because sometimes, like, if I say something against like what woke culture says, like if woke culture says, the woman could do just as much as the man, like, all right, I get it. Damn, all right, okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying this is the way I like my woman to be, and I know this since 5 years old. So I shouldn't feel like worried about saying that. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's all.
It's not like you have a problem with them saying that women can do as much as a man, right? Do you have a problem with that?
Hey, you know what's crazy? I don't have a problem with that. The only problem I have with it is just that because I'm weird, it's a weird saying because I always look at things in opposites. I never hear a woman saying, I could do just as... I never hear a man saying, I could do just as much as a woman. How come they don't say that?
I guess because from a long time ago, men have been, I guess, known to do... I wouldn't say more, because when I think about it, I wouldn't necessarily say that it's more, but it's just like the major responsibilities, like the bigger things.
I'm giving y'all more credit. I don't think there's bigger things. I think they're just things. We've attached the value on certain things for some reason, but I attach a lot more value on a lot of family life things because I'm not good at those things. So I place a lot of value on those things big time. But yeah.
More power to you, because a lot of men nowadays, I think, are not placing value on those things. And
that to me, like, call it what you want. I think that's an issue because, like I said, I don't provide those type of things that well. Like, I'm not natural with those things. That's why I'm the way I am. I'm like, men, raw. I'm the first person to do this. I got to do this. I got to provide, protect, all of those things. I'm with that type of But back to what you were saying before, do I think women can do what man does? Yo, absolutely. But like I said, you don't hear men like touting that. Like, I know I can do just as much as a woman. You don't hear a man saying that. That's like when a woman say, I'm just as strong as a man. It's like, okay, all right. Okay. All I'm saying is that how come men don't say the opposite? Like, how come the opposite is not being said?
Let me ask you, how come?
Because it's like a man doesn't have to say that.
Exactly.
No, that's what I'm saying. A man doesn't have to say it because it's like he knows. It's like, come on, like, for the most part, when we talking about strength things, it's like, okay, like I get what you're trying to say. There are women that are stronger than men. I get it, but for the most part, men are stronger. That's all. So that's why he doesn't have to say anything.
Yo.
Right, but it's so different. Like, we actually, like, gender roles, let's say, right? Our roles are so different.
Oh, you said gender? Is gender off the table now?
I don't know. Supposedly there aren't any genders. That's what they're trying to make it to be.
The last time I Googled, there were like 17 different genders or something like that. So I don't know. All I know is what's up. I know XX and XY.
Yo, I think that whole we could do it. Whatever men can do, I think that just comes from like the history of women not given the rights to do certain things. Not too long ago, women had to be housewives and stuff like that. Not so long ago they just got rights to do certain things, to vote. They weren't allowed to work and do the type of things men do. I think that's where that stems from.
Right. So
that's why men don't say it.
Yeah. Exactly.
And that stuff y'all talking about is kind of light compared to Andrew Tate, because I found the example.
What'd he do?
They banned him for being influential to like, I guess, the younger audience for his misogyny, including he referred to he was referring to women as men's physical and financial property, saying women bear some responsibility for being raped. And on top of that, he was being investigated for human trafficking and rape charges and stuff.
Oh yeah, so there you go. I mean,
yeah,
that's.
So what do you think about that?
Yeah, the human trafficking and rape charges over the top, but the other stuff he said, I think is fine. It's just a point of view. It's a viewpoint, and it was probably said in a ratchet way, but I can say it much softer if it's the same thing. But I don't know about all the other stuff. All of the other allegations. I don't know about that, but I mean, I don't like men, and I don't like women. So it's like I feel like I'm fine with this. Like I don't like people. Like you know what I mean? you know what I'm saying? Like I like certain individuals that I vibe with, like cool. But overall, like when women start doing women shit, and I know this is like, oh man, I hate that shit about women. But when guys start doing guy shit, it's like I hate that shit about dudes. So I feel the same way. It doesn't matter. Like
Right.
we all got our pros and cons.
Exactly.
But I think it's better when we work with each other and have the yin and the yang. You know what I
Right.
mean? So like I said, I'm not good at.
I think it's supposed to be that way though.
Yeah.
Like you bring this to the table, I bring this to the table,
Yeah.
and it works.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I think both men and women are forgetting that though. The man is like, I don't need a woman, and the woman is like, I don't need a man.
Yeah. I mean, if a woman they have so many opportunities. They could pay their own bills. They could do a lot of things that, like I said. And then if a man has come with that standard stuff, like I was talking about, that's the standard now. It seems like the standard way of living is like, all right, paying your bills. You got a house, you got kids, you got a dog, you're paying your mortgage, you're paying your rent, whatever it is. You got a car, you got car insurance. Like that's pretty much standard way of living now, and anybody could obtain that like easily, like
Right.
all the jobs. So it's like, okay, now the woman looking at a man, like, okay, I got this done, I'm good. What do I need you for? And vice versa. I don't know.
We need more power couples, man. Both of y'all bring stuff to the table.
Right.
And I think y'all could, two people could just accomplish a lot more like that. Especially nowadays, man. It's crazy out here. If you got to handle every single thing, I think it kind of holds you back a little bit.
But what is a power couple? I mean, both parties got to be working. I don't want that. I want to be working. I want to be to the point where I'm working and my woman is able to take care of the house and do everything. Like
I think that's
all
cool.
that other stuff.
I think that's cool, but the other person got to be cool with it too. That's how I feel.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
And when you put that on the forefront, and that's what you're bringing to the table, when you put that on the forefront, it's up to the other person. And I don't want to say it that way because it's not like you're trying to manipulate them. It's just like this is the way I think things are structured. This is the way I watched, my father and my mom. Like, you know what I mean? I watched my father and my mom at 5 years old, and I saw like, okay, my dad is head of the household. This is the guy and man in the household. Like my mom caters to the stuff that he wants to be done. Like, and it's not like she doesn't have a say so in the house. It's just regular.
Right.
So I looked at what he did and said, you know what? Imagine if I was able to up the ante on that. What if I was able to have it so my wife don't have to work? That's what I want to do. And then maybe taking care of some of the stuff that I can't take care of, or I'm not as proficient in. She can take care of that stuff. Let it be household duties or whatever that is. I mean, that's what it is. Like, it's to me, like I said, they have, that's a lot of value in that,
Sure
and doing those things. Like, I
Definitely.
can't do none of those things, So I knew that at 5 years old, but I wanted to enhance what my father did. Like, all right, you know what? He's working. So is my mom. They're both bringing home money. My dad probably is making a little bit more, and he's bringing home more than my mom. So I wanted to take that to another level. So that's how I always looked at it. Like, when I have a woman, I'm going to be providing everything. What's wrong with that?
So another level wouldn't have been your woman making even more money than your mom was making.
I don't want no money.
No,
I don't want to. I never wanted to. No. I'm good. I'm good. I'm as good.
And what is it? I want you to go like a little deeper into it, because what is it why is it that you don't want that?
I don't want to. Let me think about that one, because it's just. I find it more sexy when my woman is better at other things than as far as maybe like a professional woman's cool, nothing wrong, but I'm good with what do you call it, housewife or whatever you call it. I'm good,
That's what you're into, basically.
Right. The last thing I would want is to go into like my wife's place of work, right? And I'll see another man talk to her away, and I'll like, whoa, like, who's this? Or it's your boss. That's your boss. Like, dang, am I lying the way I think? You don't have no boss. And I'm not saying I'm your boss, but no, like, we work together, and we boss the whole situation. You know what I mean? You don't have no boss. That's how I look at it. My woman don't have no boss. That's the way I wanted to make it. I don't want no other man and no other person talking to you any type of way. I want pure freedom. So if that's what I'm coming with, I don't see nothing wrong with that. That's a completely masculine way of thinking.
Right. As long as, like Fernando said, your woman agrees with that.
My woman would have to agree with it, because I'm not into another woman.
So is
Right.
it a deal breaker if your significant other, if your significant other is like really super ambitious and is pursuing their own career and doing their thing. And I know that's cool with you in general, but is it a deal breaker as far as being together?
Yes.
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. No. Meaning this. That's not. I would never like. That's not what I'm looking for. That's not my thing.
That's fair. I'm saying, if you put that, I feel like if somebody puts that on the table and that's not what the woman's looking for,
Right.
they keep it moving.
But why does he have to put it on the table? Like
Because women want to be ambitious and do their own thing.
What I'm saying is, for me, that would have been friend zone already. Like I would have never gave you the inkling of a relationship or anything.
So
like
if
that.
you met somebody, a woman and you see how ambitious they are, like doing
And honestly,
anything,
obviously,
You
all
wouldn't-
this
He's
is,
not into
all
it.
of these are hypotheticals, though. Obviously,
obviously, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking about hypothetically, as a single man, if you meet a woman and they're ambitious, career woman, they got all these dreams and they basically independent, you wouldn't even pursue it because you're like, nah, I want someone that's cool with just taking care of the house. And when I say the house, I mean with the kids, the things that got to be done around the house, and just like the stuff that you don't have time to do, I guess. Or you know.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
And I want to make sure I say this. I would definitely have mad respect for that woman. Don't get it twisted. Like that, me and that woman would be the closest of friends. Like, wow, this is dope. Like, I find this really cool. But I would never give her the inkling that I want to do something serious.
Yeah.
Because that's not my ideal of
think it's
my
fair.
woman. That's all. You understand what I'm saying? That's just not my ideal.
I think it's fair. I mean, if somebody's not gonna lead you on, like,
Yeah,
you
I
wanna
wouldn't
be with
I wouldn't
them like
do that.
that,
I
then
wouldn't do that.
it's your preference. Everybody say it's your preference. It's your preference. As long as nobody's getting led on, I feel like, you know what I mean?
What do you think, Gisela?
I think that everybody has their preference, and I'm okay with that. I would love like for a man to be the leader, and I would follow as long as you're not leading me into the ground.
holding you back, right? Like, don't hold me back.
Like, yo. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
like I wouldn't mind that. Me personally,
I have
I
a question.
consider myself ambitious.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say I want to
Absolutely.
work under anyone or have anyone be my boss, but yeah, I think it could work as long as I don't know.
No, to your point, like, and I don't want to get it twisted neither. And in this hypothetical situation, if you're doing your own thing, like a creative thing, I'm all for that. I just don't want my woman having a boss. I just don't want my woman having a boss. I want my woman
So
to be
you
able to
would be
walk away
okay.
from a job just like that.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
let's
yeah,
say
I get that.
your wife today decides that she wants to open up her own business selling, I don't know, candles. You would be okay with that, right?
Yeah,
That would be cool.
yeah.
You just don't want her to be. You don't want her stuck somewhere like feeling obligated.
Nah, not at all.
That's what you mean, right?
Yeah, not at all. Yeah,
Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Not necessarily, and everybody's gonna mess up the words. No, fuck that. I don't want to be obligated to nothing but her family.
Yeah. I know. That's
Bottom
what
line,
I'm saying. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? I don't want you obligated to somebody telling you what to do. No,
I know what you mean.
No.
Like, she'll be like having problems at work. Like, yo, this and that. You'd be like, man, just leave that shit.
Yeah.
You don't need it anyway.
Yeah, right,
Like,
right.
Yeah. I know exactly what you
right,
mean.
right. Come on. and if that's what guys are saying, I'm just like, you know what? That's an opinion.
I'm with that though.
What's wrong with that opinion? You know what I mean? And the woman's opinion, a feminist opinion, they may not like that, you know. And I don't know. I can understand why, but I'm not taking away from what a woman is doing. I commend that. I think it's dope. You understand? I'd rather choose women as business partners and stuff like that, whereas some guys just don't. I just think women are just a little bit more serious when it comes to stuff like that. But my woman that I'm home with, that's a different type of woman for me. You know?
I think what you're expressing is like, it's preference. So I don't think that's like a cancelable thing. Like, if you were just saying,
Nothing-
all women need to stay home and wash dishes, that's different.
Right.
You know what I'm
Nah.
saying?
No.
But nowadays, women are actually going to work, coming home and washing dishes.
See? I know you try to. I don't know if you let me know on purpose, but if guys are talking this type of shit that I'm talking, you got to be careful. You know, you got to be careful because you don't want to talk that stuff, and I don't think that's fair.
What's not fair?
I don't think she should come home and have to do the dishes like that. You understand what I'm saying? From work, she come home putting the same amount of hours you putting in.
But
Who gonna do it?
And she gonna come home and do the dishes.
This is what guys want though nowadays. You're saying something completely
Y'all gotta share that.
different.
Y'all gotta share that.
What you're saying is, hey,
Y'all gotta
I'm
share
gonna
that.
take on the major responsibilities
All of
of
them.
making the huge amount of
The
money
family
to
go. Right.
pay
Make-
all the bills, and you're good. You don't have to work as hard. Take care of the household duties. We're good. It kind of balances out that way. But guys nowadays want women to have a job, help with bills, and then come home
Yeah.
to clean the house, take care of the kids,
Nah.
wash dishes, do laundry,
Nah,
cook,
that's not
help
fair.
the kids with the homework.
Damn. See what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I place a lot of value on all that other stuff
That's
that you
a
were just
lot.
talking about. That's why I'm like, yo, I checked out of that at 5 years old. I knew I wasn't going to be able to do all that. I'm like, oh, hell no. I got to provide. I really got to provide because all the stuff you asking for, you know, I remember my parents used to say, all the stuff you asking for, you better be, I hope you're going to make a lot of money. All the stuff you asking for. But I knew at 5 years old, man. Yeah. To your point. That's crazy. That's ludicrous.
A lot.
That's
a
a lot.
lot of responsibilities.
Going to get the bag is way easier than being at home, yo. Being at home, taking care of the house, taking care of the kids and all that housework.
It's a lot.
That's way harder than going to get the bag. I know when there's times I gotta, like, I'm at home, I don't work, and I'm participating in the house stuff.
You wish you would
It
have
should
went
be
to
like
work.
10 minutes later. I'll be like, yo,
What? What?
I know women that go
this
through
ain't
that.
it.
There's so much value in that. You see, and that's why I consider myself a little smart when it comes to that. I knew that the value is in the house, is in the home, because that's how you build young men and young ladies inside the house. Like, you know, of course, the community building, but that's what the value is. I want you to be able to, like, control the house. You know what I mean? I need you to control the house because I'm gonna be out here building a financial fortress around this whole
Right,
family.
and that does not make your woman less valuable than you, right?
No, absolutely not. I need her.
See, so that's where people I think get it confused.
I
think
need her.
with your opinion and your preference, I think a lot of people confuse it and they believe that you're trying to say like, I'm the man of the
See,
house.
let me
and-
not get it twisted. I do understand that the way I'm talking is like some popular way of thinking for men now, but it ain't for everybody because there's congruency that needs to be done with this. You understand? You
Right.
just show a track work, a line of like, okay, all right, yeah, I can get with this. This guy, you know what I mean? I'm good. I ain't got to worry. All right, let me do it. You know, but that's only if you like you said, if that's something that you want to do, that you signed up for. If that's what if you're not into that, then, you know, by all means, don't be in no relationship that you don't want to be in. But yeah, man, I just like providing, man. And every day I educate myself so I'm able to do that. So it's a lot of stuff that happens with that type of rhetoric. I talk this type of rhetoric, then I get off the podcast and I read the newest things or the newest thing. I learn about the economy so I can figure out, so I can put that financial fortress around my family. That's what I'm doing. That's my responsibility. So yeah, I need somebody that knows the other stuff because I'm way on this side doing the other stuff, you know?
Right.
There's no balance for me. That's the thing I knew. There's no balance for me. I have to be reminded to do household duties all the time. And I'm always in trouble for those things. I'm always in trouble
Me
for those
too,
things.
bro.
You know, I'm always in trouble. I can't I want to be better. Like I do. I'm like, damn, you got me this time. You're right.
Yeah.
I could have did that. I could have did that. You got me. You got me.
So you still
Oh, man.
contribute to those things.
Absolutely.
You wash dishes here and
Yeah, yeah,
there.
yeah,
You
yeah.
do
It's
a
just
little
don't-
laundry.
Yeah.
It just don't come second nature.
Yeah, don't come second.
Yeah.
That's all it is.
You
I
do
got to
it.
be reminded.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Sometimes I tell my wife, like, come on, yo. You know what you're dealing with. You just got to let me know, man. I would do it.
Nah, I'll use something. I'll use like the steam or whatever. Like, yo, make sure you put that back. I got you. But when I'm
But
done, I
that's
forget to put it
cool.
back. Like, you feel me? Like, oh shit, yeah, you caught me.
But that's cool. It's not like you're saying, I'm not doing, like, I provide most of the income here.
Nah.
I'm not about to wash
Nah, guys
dishes
that
too.
do that, like, that's, I don't know. That's a weird reality. Like, I wouldn't even want a woman that, it's what I'm saying is it sounds backwards, but I wouldn't even want a woman that just feel like I ain't got to contribute shit. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? It's like, yo, like, well, damn, like, that's not what I meant by it. You know, it's just that, you know, you don't got to worry about stuff, but damn, like sitting back with that type of like posturing, like, yeah, I ain't got to do shit. Like, nah, that's not what you
Right.
want.
That's not nice.
Nah, that's not cool. So we'll be the opposite way of that thinking though. Like, I guess what would a feminist wanna say to that?
I guess a feminist would say that a woman can make more money than a man
But why
and
would,
be the leader of their household.
no, absolutely. I agree. I've seen it. Like women are powerful. I
Right.
just don't want one like that. That's it. Like, don't get it twisted. Like, trust me, I've seen it, man. Absolutely.
I've seen a wave of anti-feminists though. There's like a lot of women coming out and be like, nah, I ain't trying to work. Like, it's all right if he works and handle that. I'm gonna take care of the house. Like, they want to be like the housewife.
Oh,
Like,
okay,
they're like,
cool.
Yo, forget about y'all feminists and all that. Like, nah,
Yo.
I'm staying home.
To your point,
Yeah.
this is what I like about cancel culture. I actually like cancel culture. We need to keep this going. Keep cancel culture going, because as far as the effect of cancel culture is really irrelevant unless you're on another level with like trafficking and all type of shit. So it's irrelevant. But what I like about us doing this is I like hearing both point of views.
Right.
Because where I'm so strong on this point of view, like I'm still a realist. When I hear the other point of view and it's articulated well, I start to think like, oh, maybe I should start thinking about this a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, hold up. But naturally I go back to the
Your preference.
I gotta take care of this. Like, yeah.
That's the thing. There's a difference between preference and you just trying to be factual about, like, you just saying like women belong in the house.
Right.
You saying, no, I want my woman to take care of the house while I go do what I need to do. I don't want her to have a boss. You're not saying that's the way life should be. You're saying that's the way how you want your life to be.
Right.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that. You can't get canceled with that.
Nah.
But if you sitting there just saying like, yo, women should not be doing none of that stuff.
Either way, I think it's an opinion though. You know, like you can't control what
Yeah.
everybody else does.
It is an opinion. I agree. But there's no such thing as freedom of speech, really.
Yes, there is.
It's not.
It's the Second Amendment.
So why is this? So why is this guy canceled off of all his social media platforms? That was his beliefs and his opinion.
Well, he might be canceled off
Right.
social media platforms.
What does that mean though? They took his bag.
But I think that's more before. It might be more because of those allegations you're talking about, though.